Welcome to A Drop of Happy, the podcast arm to my blog, lightv.com, where we focus on carefree, stressful, light and lively living while loving and reviewing entertainment art tidbits. I am your host, Wanda Toby, and your stress management coach. And I just like to educate and bring to you all things related to stress management that can help you out. Again, one of the big things is tapping into your creativity, whether it be being a creative yourself or just using creative outlets to get your mind off the things that stress us out in life. So this time I'm doing a movie review of You People. I know I haven't done a movie review in like forever. I have a ton that I need to write up for the blog, so that will be coming your way. But I did see You People and I was like, you know what, let me hop on this real quick because a lot of mixed reviews and things like that. Before we hop into that really quick, I am master's trained, a certified rehab counselor, registered nurse, 20 plus years experience, and just like to bring all that together to talk about stress management, techniques and skills and things like that. But I also like doing movie reviews and once again tapping into our creative side. So let's talk about You People. You People was released on streaming from Netflix sometime this week or maybe last week, and so it did come out to like some mixed reviews. I've seen some people say they like it and a lot of people say they hate it. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 43% and it got 5.6 from IMDb. I'll tell you about my rating just a little later, but I do feel like the cast, it was a star-studded cast, and I felt like they delivered on the material that they were given. But some people were not feeling the material, right? And here's the thing. This is a romance. More specifically, it's a rom-com. So I've been reading romance novels for the longest, like ever since I can remember. Like the first thick book I read, oh no, it was V.C. Andrews' Flowers in the Attic. Is that considered romance? Honestly, when I think about it, that mess was so appropriate because I was pretty young. I don't know how I got my hand on that book. Do y'all remember V.C. Andrews' Flowers in the Attic with the incest going on? I really don't know how I got my hands on that book or what, but I started reading that. No, I'm lying. It was the Sweet Valley High books because I didn't know about black books back then. So it was the Sweet Valley High books. And then I moved into the V.C. Andrews and I read, she wrote a lot of those books. I probably read like 3-4 into it, which those, I thought was romance, but they ain't really romance. But I did segue into historical romance, all types of romance. So I've been reading it forever, and I've been watching the movies forever. So it really is one of my favorite genres. I'm kind of like a hopeless romantic. And here's the thing that we expect from romance movies: a happy, freaky ending. Okay, not freaky, freaking. A happy freaking ending. All right? People who love romance, they know it's formulaic. They know what to expect. And that's why we like it. Okay? A basic romance film sticks to the formula. Boy meets girl. They fall in love. They have obstacles. Boy loses girl. Boy gets girl back. Period. Point blank. That is it. So I'm really not sure what people were expecting from You People. It was a basic cheesy rom-com. And I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed it like I enjoy watching the holiday movies or Hallmark movies or Lifetime movies. Not the Lifetime movies where somebody's trying to kill somebody, or not those, but like the regular romance Lifetime movies, because Lifetime be bringing you some drama and some crazy ish. But this, you people, that's all it was. So I will say this. So if you're not into formulaic romance, rom-com type movies, then you're not going to like this. You're not going to like it. I know. With a cast like Eddie Murphy, Jonah Hill, Lauren London, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Nia Long, and David Duchovny. Oh yeah, you probably thinking this is going to pop off. This is going to pop off. The pop off. And for some of y'all, it did not. I get it. But regardless of what you thought about the material that they were provided, they brought the heat. I thought. I mean, bringing the heat might be a little bit too much, but let me just say that I thought each and every single one of them delivered on their characters. And I really enjoyed each and every single one of them. So was it like slap your leg funny, gut-wrenching funny, and things like that? No. But for me, there were definitely like moments where I actually like laughed. A decent laugh, like a good chuckle. Now, I will say this. There was a lot going on. Okay? A lot of themes that ultimately I thought were well put together, considering the opportunity for it to go really bad. There were some things that I was just like, I'm not crazy about, but I'll let you guys know when I'm getting into the spoilers. So, You People follows Ezra, that's played by Jonah Hill, who is Jewish. His family's Jewish, from a Jewish family, but he's not like a strong, like practicing, Jewish person, right? And it follows him as he navigates his new relationship with Amira, and that's who London plays. And she is Muslim, her family Muslim. And again, not the traditional Muslim. I think they're fairly new to it, but she's not because she was raised in it. Okay. So if having different religions is not enough, then you throw in the layer of them being a interracial couple. He white, she black. And of course, Kenya Harris, the director, so that's his bag. Him and Jonah Hill wrote the script together. So, side note, a lot of people have issues with Kenya because they say that's all he always does, blah, 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 blah. But that's his bag. That's what he knows how to do. He has done other stuff, though. But as far as the sitcom, though, blackish, mixed-ish, grownish is not really like that. I don't know if he has a heavy hand in producing that, though. So there's that. And then, of course, they did touch on that because Jonah Hill's friend is LGBTQ. And his sister is also a lesbian. So they really tried to touch on it all. But again, for the direction that it could have went way left. I thought they handled it pretty well. Now let's talk about Jonah Hill as Ezra. I'm not doing spoilers yet. I'm just saying that he was solid. It's nothing to write home about. He was solid, as would be expected. Like, I expect him to be good. I don't expect him to be bad. Like, I don't. So given the material that he was working with, he was good. I don't like him though, but I'll tell you about that later when we do spoilers. Amira, she kind of annoyed me, but London played her role well. There wasn't really like any stretch required for either of these roles. Okay, they were just pretty solid roles. Nia Long, I rather enjoyed. I liked the intensity of Amira's parents. And even so, they were kind of intense. They did bring a level of levity to their role. Like, they were serious, but it was a little light. And of course, Nia is always looking beautiful and stunning and all that good stuff. Eddie Murphy, loved Eddie. He was quite enjoyable, especially in the beginning. He kind of reminded me of a more raw Eddie versus a Dr. Dolittle Eddie. And I kind of like that. He did soften up a little bit towards the end of the film, but overall, I think he pulled it off, what was attempting to be portrayed, and I enjoyed it. Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Dave Duchovny as Ezra's parents, they were cringeworthy and appropriate. Again, for the material that they were given, I think they did a bang-up job. I enjoyed both of them in their roles as well. Dreyfus, she played the heck out of the willfully and annoyingly obtuse character. Interestingly enough, I know people like that. I know people like her. And in their minds, they really, really think they mean well, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not going to lie. It does get annoying. It gets annoying that they just don't see. But her character is just annoying. Like, especially in the beginning. But okay, I'm not going to get into the spoilers about it. But I did enjoy her. And I enjoyed Duchovny. He was so freaking ridiculous in his role that if they told me he was high the entire time, I'd be like, okay, yeah. Arnold, the character. If they told me Arnold was high the entire time, I'd be like, yeah, I see it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, he high. It would make sense because his character was just off the wall, wacky. So with that being said, what do I give you people? I give it a 7 out of 10. I give it a 7 out of 10 because it was a rom-com and it was cute and I liked it. Like, I'm sure there are plenty of other movies that it reminds. Somebody was just like the Bernie Mac movie with that boy. Oh Lord, that boy, Ashton Kutcher. I don't even remember that movie. I don't even know if I ever saw that movie. But you know, it's a theme that has been done before, so it's not like this, oh my God, it's going to be such this thematic experience. No. But 7 out of 10. And now, if you want to pause or if you want to get off, please feel free because I'm going to talk about some spoilers. Please come back, share the blog, lightfeed.com. A Drop of Happy is the name of the show. Please share and come on back now. You hear? And don't forget to live light, stress well, enjoy life. Now let's talk about the spoilers. I did not like Ezra. He was a liar. Like, he was a liar. He was going to lie about how he got the ring because it was small. And I know that chick is supposed to be his best friend, but I was like not so much feeling her. Sam J, and she played Mo. Yeah. I don't know. Their chemistry was a little off to me. But it might be the fact that I wasn't feeling Ezra and his freaking lying. Like, how you go to Las Vegas and you full blown going to do coke. And I ain't trying to be judgy. It's not the fact that he's going to do that. Maybe spend the weekend doing that. It's the fact that Amira don't really know you. There was so many little things that I was just like, And then you try to justify it when, okay, now we know Akbar was kind of wrong, but he tried to justify it to him, talking about, well, that's not really me. But it is. And again, Why doesn't your fiance know that side of you? I just felt like he was weak. He was a little punk, and he was a liar. So I did not really like him so much. I'm talking about Ezra. I'm talking about the character. And then Amira, she kind of annoyed me too. And I get it. Probably mostly it was like, plot point to drive the story. And I get it. Shelley Cohen, Ezra's mom, was super, 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 super freaking annoying. And I think she kind of handled herself well in dealing with her and held it for as long as she could. I'm not even mad that she went off on her. It's just sometimes when she's arguing with Ezra, I'm like, you picking a fight. Like you doing the most. You doing the most. I'm not saying for you to be upset or bothered, but it was several occasions I was like, girl, calm down. Calm yourself down. That's all for the spoilers, because I'm not like giving the ending away or anything like that. It's a happy ending. It's a rom-com, so I'm gonna tell you that. I already told you the formula, and that's what it is. But again, overall, I sure did give it a 7 out of 10. Acting was solid. Music was dope. The focus on the outfits and the swag and the vibe and all that. Not my cup of tea with some of them outfits. I'm not going front. And I wish I was a sneakerhead. I'm supposed to be more of, I'm not, but I appreciated the approach. There's obviously still so much more to unpack, but here's the thing. I leave on occasion, I'll touch on it when it's like when I have to, but I don't feel like I need to in you people. I'll leave that deep, let's dig in, race relation, blah, 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 breakdown to other followers, because there's other people that do it way better than I do. I just don't think maybe it's warranted here, but I'm sure people will disagree. So 7 out of 10. You could check it out at your leisure. Honestly, it's not like, oh my gosh, I have to watch this. But I did enjoy the cast and their acting and what they brought to the screen. I will say that. Props to them for that. And it was just cool. It was just a cool, regular, romantic comedy for me. So check it out when you have a chance. And thank you for listening to the show. Spread the word. Come on back. I'm going to put some more stuff up. Thanks for listening. Live light and stress well.